Welcome to everyone. Today our guest is again Drupaki Graham. So right now, fresh of those wins, slated with new match. So how are you feeling for the current situation at the moment, and how's everything progressing with preps?
It's pretty good right now. So I don't know if you're aware, but I've moved camp right now down to England. You see, it's a pretty good view here. You know, I'm living the life. You know, got the pulls out. I'm just trying to enjoy myself right now. I'm not taking training camp too seriously at this point, but once it starts getting closer to the fight date, then we've got to start taking things a bit more serious. But I've got good training partners down here. I've got a lot of good English prospects, and let me just say that Ali Puntine Preston is in deep trouble.
How is your new temporary training camp in England going at the moment? How is it doing at the moment?
It's excellent. It's working out very well. You know, I'm getting to take a bit of time away, try to enjoy the scenery here in England. It's quite good. This is the best I've ever felt as an MMA fighter. I'm feeling like a world champion. If I'm being honest, I'm feeling like right now I am the UFC featherweight champion.
What are your thoughts on UFC 263? You were pretty much happy when Paul Craig scored the victory.
Yeah, that was a big moment. You know, I was watching that live with some friends, and you know, I wasn't too confident when Paul Craig started the fight off. But then when he got to the ground, he pulled his guard. I was like, this is it. This is Paul Craig's realm. And then obviously got the arm bar. He snapped Jamal Hill's arm. It was a great win. Obviously Jojo didn't get the win earlier in the night. That was a bit upsetting. You know, I thought she won that fight, to be honest. But it is what it is. But that was a big win for me, for Scotland. It boosted my confidence going to this fight. See Paul Craig get the win.
How were you feeling about Jojo? I think Jojo was kind of... Well, I can say I scored it other way around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I think Jojo won rounds 1 and 3. I think she got robbed, to be honest.
About Paul Craig, did you know that was going to happen before the match? I mean, were you confident that Paul Craig winning? Because people were sleeping on Jamal Hill.
I actually picked Jamal Hill to win. I thought Jamal Hill was going to get the job done, but of course I was very happy to see Paul Craig get the win. I didn't expect him to do it so quickly as well. I didn't expect him to break his arm either, so it was a nice surprise.
What are your thoughts on Dillon Duncan traveling to Russia to train with Saparbek Safarov?
So this is an interesting development in the story with Dillon Duncan. I heard that he took our loss pretty badly, so he decided to pack his bags and head off to Russia to train with a former UFC fighter, Saparbek Safarov. You know, obviously he's not in the UFC anymore, but he's still here. It was a pretty interesting choice on his behalf. Russia's a good training ground for a lot of MMA fighters, so I think he'll do pretty well up there. But if he wants to come back and catch his hands, he's more than welcome to. But it'll be the same outcome.
What do you think about his training sessions in Russia? Are they going to improve his wrestling grappling game?
Well, that was one of the points of Dillon Duncan that wasn't too strong. His wrestling and his grappling wasn't up to par with other people like myself. So if he does head out to Russia, I think it'll be a good improvement for him. I think it's a good idea, but I heard that he was trying to fight Shamil Abdurakhimov Appreciation Club, which is a bit uncalled for because I feel he's quite a nice guy. I feel he's a nice kid. So apparently Dillon's been looking around the area. I've also heard that Dillon has been in Serbia and then he's been looking for your help. He's been looking for your guidance. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Kung Fu Panda, but Dillon reminds me a bit of Po and you remind me a bit of Master Shifu. I think that's the way the stories are going to go here. So if he can get your help and he can get Saparbek Safarov's help, then you know I think Dillon Duncan can come back a better fighter and maybe he'll stand a better chance against me in a rematch.
Well, I'm not hard guy to find, as well as you know. I'm not hiding, so I'm not like some guys, for example, John Morgan. I don't hide.
Yeah.
Well,
if you know what, I'm just saying, Dillon, despite me beating him quite easily, he is a bit of a dangerous guy. So Vlad, just keep your guard up. I know he wants your help, obviously, but just be careful if you do see him around in Serbia.
Or not, I don't know honestly, but you know, some things are pretty much developing well in the case of our brave guy John Morgan, because some of his trolls were in my chat. So the guy is sending soldiers to get the job done, which is kind of funny, you know. So he has no balls to answer, as well as you know. But that's actually good. You know, that's actually good because I'm gonna record a new video when I go to Bulgaria, and I'm gonna mention you and Otis. So. You know, about wearing my flag, I think he's not down for that smoke, but if it ever happens, I'm gonna ask to fight in Glasgow, Scotland. At least I have where to sleep and where to train.
Yes.
So what do you think about
trust
that
me,
idea?
Vlad, Yeah, Vlad, you come here to Scotland, you'll be treated like a king. You'll be treated like royalty here. We're going to have parades through the streets of Glasgow celebrating the Bulgarian cowboy. We're all going to be wearing the merch. Trust me, we'll get that merch soon. And hopefully by the next fight, I'll be having the merch out.
Yeah, pretty much outstanding, because it's halfway there, I can't fly to America to fight that guy, but Glasgow is halfway, I'm in Serbia, he's in America, so Glasgow would be like another home court, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Trust me, the support's got to be for you here. Sorry if you can hear shooting in the background. There's a shooting range near here. It's quite a fancy area, so that's what that noise is. There's no gang violence going on here.
Yeah, first Scotland is pretty much a great state. What do you plan to work on for your match against Ali?
I will admit, Ali's very good. I do think, similar to the Dillon Duncan matchup, that my wrestling and my grappling is a bit better than his, but his striking is very dangerous. So I'm going to need to try to check the low kicks a bit more. I'm going to work on my low kicks, I'm going to work on defending them, not just checking them, lifting them up, stepping back. His leg kicks are very nasty, so I'm going to try and improve that.
Can we expect a hard fight until the last the dying breath? Can we expect a toe-to-toe brawl, or we are going to expect a tactical war?
I think he's got to try to bring it to a bit of a brawl, but I'm not the type of guy to just stand and bang. I like to pick my shots a bit more, I like to be a bit more technical. But if I get cracked with a hard shot, I might get a little bit pissed off and I might have to start swinging some bombs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a different way of fighting. For example, people never liked watching me because I'm too defensive-minded, but at least from what I've seen, you're pretty much entertaining guy to watch.
Yeah, I like watching defensive fights, so I'm sure one day me and you will meet up, we'll have a sparring session, and the world will rejoice.
Yeah, I hope too, I would like to see that happening, just to end this COVID and to see what's gonna happen next year. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Ali training so hard for this fight? I think Ali is looking like a very serious guy. I mean, honestly, Ali is not talking too much, and people who don't talk too much are usually good fighters.
Yeah, he is very cerebral, I think is the right word to use. He's quite turned on individual. He's taking this very seriously, so am I. I like to train to the extent that my opponent's willing to. I like to work at the same kind of skill level. If I'm fighting a guy that doesn't really care, then I'm not going to care either, because if you're not respecting me to train hard enough, are you kidding? You're not going to train to fight me, you know how good I am? But Ali is taking this very seriously, so I can respect him for that. He's dangerous, but I'm the man of the hour, the man with power, people power. I stand for the people, I'm a man of the people. Ali doesn't have that support behind him. I have the whole support of not only Scotland, but also the support of Bulgaria and Serbia. I'm sure now that your fans are now seeing what an excellent fighter I am and what a talent I will be, and everyone wants to hop on the Drew Graham bandwagon before I hit the UFC, trust me.
Do you prefer England or Scotland to train?
Oh well, I don't want to say goodbye about England, but Scotland is my home. That's my homeland. I'm proud to train there. I'm proud to represent Scotland. Unlike Casey O'Neill, doesn't even come out with the Scotland flag. She comes out with the Australian flag. I will always rep my country. I'll always come out with the Scotland flag, and maybe I'll get a half Bulgarian, half Scotland flag sometime. That sounds good.
Well, that would be a great appreciation, because one day when you arrive into the UFC, at least a half of Bulgarian flag would be a great recommendation, especially for my state. We didn't have many UFC guys. For example, Scotland has always had at least one UFC fighter, right? Let's get back through history. You were always having at least one name, right?
Yeah. At least one or two. We've got quite a few now, but at least one or two. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right now, Scotland is having many UFC names, 4 or 5, right?
Paul Craig, Dan Henry. I think 4. I'm pretty sure.
Do you have a message for Ali before the match?
A message for Ali. I said this in the media day on a press conference. Just enjoy life, enjoy the small things, because when the fight ends and his jaw is hanging on by a piece of tendon, and he's having to eat from a straw, he's having to have people wipe his ass for him. Trust me, he's got to be missing the good old days where he can just enjoy life now. After this fight, he's got to be miserable. That's what I like to say to him.
Thank you so much for this. I would stay more, but I must drive. Have some obligations later, so catch ya. I will post this to creation and hope in few hours it airs.
Can't wait for it, man. Thank you very much for the
Great day, bro.